Welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you for watching again. Please keep sending your email questions to me if you want them answered. It's Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. I will keep you absolutely anonymous. I received a very good question the other day, and it probably is going to deserve a longer video than this one, but it was too good to not at least do a short video on it. And I will probably make an extensive video slash podcast on this later on this week, maybe next week. Here's the question. It says, hey Dan, I was hoping you can help me in a very specific area. I have watched many of your podcasts and I've noticed that although you are extremely helpful on so many topics, I still find myself a little lost with what to do in the compensation category. So this is in regards to how to negotiate your contracts and budgets, which, by the way, is my next ebook that will be released sometime in the late summer, early fall. How to negotiate contracts and budgets in clinical research. It will be available on Kindle, probably $2.99 right now, and that's not $299. It's $2.99. Right now, I'm wrapping up my latest book, How to Recruit More Subjects for Clinical Trials. That will be out on Kindle in the next week or two. Stay tuned. I'm just putting the finishing touches on that. But anyways, I digress. Back to negotiating contracts and budgets. She says, you give excellent advice on many items to bill for that many sites are overlooking or just don't know it's a billable item. However, I still find myself wondering what the amounts are that are reasonable to bill. I don't know about other sites, but I have never seen what someone else gets in a budget compared to what my site gets. Therefore, I have no comparison as to what is fair market value in a given assessment or line item. Is there any way you can shed some light on this specific topic? So the way the sponsors look at this, and I know from talking to sponsors who negotiate budgets, talking with attorneys who are in charge of compliance for these sponsors, because they don't want to compensate sites so much to where the investigators, it would appear that they're being coerced to enroll or to perhaps manipulate the study in some kind of way. And this is explained a lot with the Sunshine Act. This is one of the reasons why the Sunshine Act has been brought into a lot of contract and budget negotiations in research. And that's the Sunshine Act. If you want to learn more about it, just do a search on my blog for the Sunshine Act, and you'll find several interviews that I've done with attorneys, other research site directors. Check it out. But basically, the sponsors look at what's fair market value for a particular line item. For example, if a physical exam is required in a study, which is required in almost all studies, they're going to look at what fair market value is for that procedure in your particular area. What is fair market value? They usually look at what insurance companies, specifically Medicare, and then in California it's Medi-Cal, so in your state it's something else, what Medicare would pay or reimburse the doctor for conducting that procedure. Plus, at the end of the budget, you can add in overhead. So they allow a little bit of room as far as negotiations, and each geographic area slightly different, because what's fair market value in Beverly Hills may not be fair market value in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they might not be the same. And then overhead's not the same either. So that's one of the ways that you can get a better idea of what is expected or what's reasonable to bill. And another idea that I gave to this person is to network with other sites. And it may be tough to get other sites to share their budgets with you, but try to build a good rapport with another site. I mean, I'm willing to do this with you guys. If you guys are interested, just email me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and we can kind of exchange budget info and build out costs for different protocols. Network with sites, and it's going to be hard to find a site in your area, but network with sites that you don't directly compete with outside of your area. And I'll collaborate with anyone, even if you're in my area. Doesn't matter. That's another way to kind of find out what a reasonable charge would be for a sponsor. So hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Stay tuned for much more on this topic, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.